Hi friends, let's dive into the Hunger Games! At the end of the series, Katniss is set to execute the tyrannical President Snow. She is given one arrow to do it, as it symbolizes the final shot of the war.
Today, the greatest friend to the revolution will fire the shot to end all wars.
However, when she goes to shoot, at the last minute, Katniss changes her arrow's trajectory and instead kills President Coin. This shocked a vast majority of the country who viewed President Coin as their liberator from dictatorship.
May her arrow signify the end of tyranny.
Katniss is promptly taken away from the scene of the crime and arrested. Her trial is only saved by her doctor, who claims that she is mentally unstable and therefore can't be persecuted for her crimes. She is then sent to District 12, far from any of the political leaders of Panem.
I've secured you a ride out of the capital. It's better for you to be out of sight.
But what would have happened had Katniss missed her shot towards Coin? Needless to say, this is a big what if. We know that Katniss is a very talented archer and has landed much more complicated shots than this one. In the books, they are all standing on the balcony in front of the mansion. They're only a few feet from each other. In the movies, they're on the Avenue of the Tributes, and though they're not quite as close to each other as they are in the books, they're still close enough for it to be considered an easy shot. Especially as there was nothing between Katniss and President Coin, and there was no weather conditions that would impede her arrow. But let's say, what if Katniss did mess up? What was going to happen next? Well, we know that Katniss only had one arrow, so she wouldn't have been able to try again. And even if she'd had another arrow, she still wouldn't have had time to shoot it, considering the reactions of the guards and soldiers that were present was so immediate. Especially considering this is the second shot, she would want to aim better than she did on her first one, so it would take her a little bit longer. We know that Coin had already wanted Katniss dead for quite a while at this point.
She never liked you. She doesn't like anybody or anything she can't control.
So she would put my life in danger?
This immediate and very real threat on Coin's life would make her act immediately. Katniss would be arrested on the spot, and Coin would have to give her some kind of a trial. Coin wants to stay the face of fairness and diplomacy, so she can't refuse the Mockingjay a trial.
Individuals don't make demands in 13. There will be a tribunal and a fair judgment. Thank you.
However, she would be able to control the direction the trial went. If Katniss's doctors were to try and use her mental instability due to trauma as an excuse, Coin would have a very easy argument against that. She could point out that Katniss has always shown signs of rebellion against whoever is in power.
They're not happy with you
Why? Because I didn't die?
because you showed them up.
And someone like that who's always against a person of power, and especially who tried to kill the savior of Panem, would be considered a danger to everybody involved. Once Katniss is very obviously found guilty of treason, she would be publicly executed. The execution would be public, much like Snow's, because it becomes a warning to others. If anyone else was considering or thinking about assassinating the new president, this is a very clear indication as to what the consequences would be. Also, if they didn't make it public, there would always be speculations that somehow the Mockingjay resisted. And if the idea of the Mockingjay is still alive, well, we know what happens next.
And the whole idea of revolution will be discredited.
And the idea of her? The idea of the Mockingjay?
Do you think that Katniss took a risk by executing Coin publicly? Please tell me in the comment section down below. And until next time, happy babbles! If you want to see any of my other Hunger Games videos, you can click on the box on the left to find out what happened to the symbolic Hunger Games, or you can click on the box on the right to find out what would have happened had Katniss not killed Coin. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos.